So, time for chapter 3. Status of the village. Betsy the Saint. Living status. They're working on the project. The dead status, so they're excited. So, last night, the Saint, vanished a villager. I couldn't see the villager to start with, so they must have been dead. Oh, they were dead. Is that more of a question for Kurosu? Call the act, seriously. Juan would like to know the truth. Alright, since we can't conceal it any longer. But if the dead are vanishing, is this the salvation the old legends speak of? Vanishing like that is salvation? Who is that girl anyway? Why do the villagers put so much faith in her? I'm not sure. The dead simply seem to know she is the saint. Maybe they can sense it somehow? It's possible. The dead have also typically been around much longer than the living. Well, yeah, that stands to reason. Perhaps some of the dead who were here last time recognize the saint. Wait, the saint has come multiple times? From what we understand, yes, but we don't have a very clear picture of it all. Wait, so does that mean the capital D dead vanish every time? Oh no. It would explain why our legends are so unclear. Everything's just reset every time the saint comes? But there must have been people alive at that time. Yeah. Hey, Chief Boy, go find us the oldest dead person in the village. I don't need you telling me what to do. This does bear investigating, though. I agree. Well, I will summon them to the chapel. Come by later, if you would. Seems like it'll take a while. Why don't we check out the village while we wait? I'd like to catch that saint if we can. She just kind of pops up out of nowhere, so it might be difficult to track her down. Maybe we'll meet her if we just go around the village a bit. We might find some other nice stuff along the way too. Clearly she will be on the farm road. The cart passes by, passes the village. The cart turns round, round with the saint. La 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 la. You okay? La 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 la. Yeah, he's fine. Wow, that's not okay, even if you're dead. Guys are headed in the clouds this morning. Can't even sing right. The dead are distracted. Wow, what a set of gears! What does this water wheel do? Hands off. Ah! The mills was for polishing rice. The cleavers are for meat. Pretty advanced for a backwater village. What cleavers? Remember that who's always reading taught me how to run it. I see. I guess they would have all the time in the world to learn. Crane bless. Crane bless. Oh, what are you up to? I'm playing Crane Skip. Crane bless. I guess it's a hop, skip, jump variant. 1 leg for Crane, 2 for bless. Let me guess. Someone's here. Huh? I see. So, you too. No, it isn't something to lament. Go with God's blessing. There's a child playing here. Alone? Doesn't he have any friends? Heck, please, he can still... I can't play with my friends anymore. Wait, anymore? Why not? I don't know. Well, are you having fun? Yeah, every day's been fun since the Saint came. I see. That's good. Yes, my husband passed away from a lung disease. He was sick for so long. He still suffers even after dying. You, please take me away from here. Dear, what are you saying? Come now, don't make a fuss. You, please, take me away from here. I'm so sorry. Lately he's been nearly incoherent. He keeps speaking of the Saint. Please, take me. Oh, how has it come to this? He, seems a bit agitated right now. We'll come again. Over there. Hey, you! Hi. Why are you making people vanish? She can talk? The word of the divine. Grant us your blessing. Did you mention grace? Who are you? Yes. Guess? What is that? It's finally begun! I wonder who shall be raptured away next. Heaven is close at hand! Hey, you said it's begun. The dead are rejoicing, but what about the rest of us? Zane doesn't bring us salvation now. When will she? Oh no, the Saint will only save the dead people. That means the living better get up and go and get killed so that they can be dead and be saved. Hey, wait a minute. I don't think you want to be around this village for the rapture. Sorry you had to wait. This is the oldest of the dead in the village. Ah, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure. Not quite sure what I expected. I bet you expected me to be a bit older, right? Well, I died an age ago, but I died young, you see. Yes, I do. The appearance after that is that of when you died. Huh? Is that how it works? Thing of it is, I died right after the saint came last. So, was the previous saint the same person who's come now? Of course. Her old form hasn't changed in the slightest. The last time came around, once the saint blessed the old dead, or the last time around, once the saint blessed the old dead, they just sort of vanished. The saint's blessing makes the dead vanish. That's right. Saint raptures us to heaven. It's our dearest wish. I don't know what to say. I've been waiting a very long time. I stopped counting at 100 years. That long ago? Well, if you'll pardon me, maybe time for my hour to come at last. Seems that the dead will begin disappearing in mass. But why? Why? All of this strays further and further from the word of God. I think we should just let it happen. It only benefits us in the end. What? If those blasted dead are finally gone, it'll be easier to bring the living around. Really, once we modernize and open up to the outside, people will forget this saint business. Do you really believe it will be so easy? He's got the eyes of the saint. The saint erased a villager? I feel like I still don't grasp what's going on. It seems the saint has come to the village before, but few remember anything about that last visit. What if Echo is right, and not only has the saint come many times, but erased all the dead each time? If that's true, it's terrible. There are so many dead residents after the passing of more than a century. Is it terrible, or is it natural? I mean, you can't have the dead hanging around forever. Usually they don't even hang around at all. But why can't you have the dead hanging around for forever? Maybe they don't want to. Poor child. Still search for answers in books. For the villagers, for yourself, you studied all the doctrines of the outside world, and yet, the more you learn, the more you despair at the differences and feel helpless. What is faith to you, I wonder, child? I will only be able to watch over you for a little longer. I pray that someday the fog that clouds your heart will clear. No one comments. How kind.
La 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 la.
Ah! Your worries melt away, and now embrace it as your heart commands. Well, she's not a saint, but an eldritch abomination. The living are worried, the dead are waiting. Good morning. Morning. Huh? Hey, is that? Damn it all. Ron, did something happen? Seems that last night 4 villagers vanished. 4 at once? Well, that's ominous. At that rate, we're going to run out of dead soon. We won't have any info to gather. Good point. I hope you can hurry. Everyone I've met is going to disappear? That can't... What's going on in the back streets? Or if there'll be any boys on these back streets. Eh? Eh? Speaking of things that are dead. Hello, sir. Oh, saint. Can we talk again for a moment? Oh, it's you. Here, want a bun? Well, no, I was hoping to ask you some questions. Oh, here, have a bun. Come on. I guess he isn't listening after all. Om nom nom. Them backstreet buns. Excuse me, could we, hey, want to share a delicious poison mushroom? No, I'll pass, thank you. But they're so good! How can they be so good, I wonder? Do you know anything about the saint? I want to tell everyone about mushrooms. Want one? No, I'm fine. Tastes so good it must be poison. Well, it's in the name. Thank you for before. It was shocking, but I think... Say, what do you think being raptured to heaven feels like? Huh? What is that? I think you feel like flying in the sky myself. Maybe. After all, I've only ever fallen. I wonder what it feels like to go up. I'm not sure most people know what it feels like to fall off a cliff either. I can't wait. I can't. Later. There he goes again. Is someone missing?
あ
Yup,
あ
he's been
消えちまった
raptured.
よ
Oh, really?
そうなんですか
Y'all seem to be having such fun, too.
5人で楽しそうだったのに
Gone before the show.
公演前に
The real saints
本物
come.
の聖人様
Oh,
が来て
what
しま
to
って
do?
どうしよう
I really can't tell if they're trouble or
本当に困ってんのかわかんない
happy.
ねこれ
I just don't know what to do. All the dead seem like they're barely here.
心ここにあらずという感じですね
Hey, how about we ignore
そ
them
ん
and
な
focus on the
より
living?
生きてる奴らに話聞きに行こうよ
I guess we've no choice.
そうするしかないでしょうか
So if the legends of the saint are true, what about the others, I wonder?
他の昔話も事実かもしれないよ
You're right.
確かに
I'm wondering if the crane wife had something to do with the saint. Let's ask her around.
調べてみる価値はあるよ
Oh, okay, yeah. That's worth looking
や
into.
るべきことが見
Thanks,
え
Eku.
てきましたありがとうございます
Right
そう
on.
そう
We also asked
確
around
定
about
席も
the
事実
crane
な
stone.
らもっと調べないとね
Well, according to that children's game, which is obviously a credible source of information, the crane is tied to blessings. Crane, bless. The crane stone.
確定席
そう
Yeah, I've heard it's the family treasure of the
村長の家の家
chiefs.
宝だと思うんだ
You
け
know
ど
anything about it?
なんか知らない鶴女房
I
が
heard the crane wife
飛び
left
去
it
る
when she
際に
flew
落
away.
としたとか
Oh,
あれ
that.
か
That's part of the
単
skull
調
of the
鶴
crane
の頭蓋
itself.
骨の一部ってやつ
Wait, really?
そうなんですか
You know how
Hola.
Japan's cranes have
鶴
red
の
crown-like
頭の
crests?
赤いと
It's
こあ
that
る
thing.
だろ鶴のてっぺんだから
So that's where. Wait,
そんな由来が
is it from the crane wife? The
ま
crane
さか
wife herself,
その
is
頭
it?
蓋骨というのは鶴女房の
Of course not. The crane wife flew off,
鶴
right?
女房は飛び立ったんでしょ
What kind of bird leaves their skull behind when taking off?
おかしくない
You can't
まさ
fly
か
if you don't have a
生きな
head.
がら切り取ったわけじゃないだ
Maybe
ろう
that's
し
what the legend got wrong.
ん
Oh, that's
そ
a
うい
good
や
point.
そうだな
Well, I don't know the
もう
details around the
詳しいこ
stone.
とは知らんよ
Besides, it seems if you touch it, you'll be cursed. Gives me the shivers.
という噂もあるしな
なんだ
The
か
whole story is
恐ろ
kind of
しい話
scary.
ですね
Here in Narusu, we view anyone who comes from the outside as a candidate to be the saint. Or, as the game puts it, a kanjiate. Tell me
それは
about
よ
it.
く知ってる
It does make for a welcome
おもてな
atmosphere.
しの心につながるんですよね
We call these candidates guests of a capital G sort. No guest who's come to the village has ever left. Oh ho, locked him up, eh?
監禁でもし
For
た
all that,
の
for all that you guys act
仙人
nice, you're
豚
pretty
倒
sharp.
してなかなかやるじゃん
Everyone stays here willingly. Yeah, I
それ
bet.
はそれは
Anyway, I think this place is
でも
just a bit too
私
friendly
な
for
んかには
me.
もったいないので辞退いたしますわ
Once I get the crane stone, it'll be time to make
一切いただけば
waves.
さっさと出てってやる
Oh,
まあ
on that
今は
note,
そ
I
れは
guess.
置いておいて
Do you know anything about the story of the crane and
何
wife?
かご存知のことはないですか
Actually, as I recall the story, the crane wife arrived in the midst of a great famine. Huh? Isn't that the story of the
聖人
saint?
の伝説の話ではないのですか
Hmm.
そっか
You think it's possible the stories of the
聖
saint
人
and
は似
crane
てるだ
wife
けじゃ
are
なく
actually
て
just the
同
same
じ
thing?
話だった一つの
It
歴史
is
的事
very
実は
common for one
いくつか
historical
の
incident to
偶話
spawn
に分かれる
multiple
ことはよ
stories.
くありますじゃあ
Wait, wouldn't that mean the
村長の
chief's
家系は
family
聖
is
人とも
related to
関
the
係あるん
saint?
じゃないの
Don't ask me. Could be, I guess. I knew
やっぱ
it.
りあい
He's
つ
hiding something.
なんか隠してるね
Hey,
ねえ
This lodge has the same symbol as the Heavenly Crane Stone. The Heavenly Crane Stone? Don't play dumb. It's the village chief's family emblem. Well, we are technically run by the chief's family, you see, so we use that symbol. The village facilities have different symbols depending on who operates them, like the chapel's three-colored cross. So you don't know about the stone. We built our lovely lodge with drawn sponsorship. I thought with the village expansion coming, there'd be more people visiting. But there's fewer villagers all the time now, with we who still live left behind. I wonder when the same will come next. I hope it's soon. Huh. Everyone here is so damn pessimistic. Why don't they just get out there and enjoy the world? Yeesh. Oh dear. That I've gotten to the point where it's hard to even talk to them. I can't bring myself to accept that thing as a saint. I can't accept just waiting to be erased from existence. I wish we could just return to the days when we were having fun developing the village. So wait, whose journal is this right now? Is this the guide talking? Or is this... I always have trouble remembering her name. Hamomoru. I think this time it's the guide. Because he's the only one that would have to worry about being erased from existence. I feel. What's wrong? You're all down again. The villagers are disappearing, and all I can do is watch it happen. But the dead don't seem sad about it at all. Is it really okay? I see. Afraid of being left alone? Alas, I fear my own time draws near as well. So, you're dead too. Ah, I didn't say, did I? Well, yes, quite rightly dead. I know, why don't you leave the village? Then you won't have to be raptured. Leave the village? My dear, I've already enough to know that a village where the dead walk is unnatural. I know I'd be little more than a monster to outsiders, if they could see me at all. Ultimately, we don't want to live anywhere else, nor can we live anywhere else. Well, I say live, but it is a bit of a metaphor, admittedly. It just can't. The saint takes the dead away, leaving the living behind. The living envy the dead for having gotten to be raptured. So... do you want to bet that some of the living decide, well, if I die before the saint leaves, I'll get to be raptured too? And view that as actually a good thing? Why did we come to the graveyard at night? They were enjoying working on that show so much until just yesterday. Well, what are you gonna do? That one guy was already dead, right? I mean, yes, I guess, but they didn't seem that different from the living. The Bible teaches us that the death of flesh is transition, that our journey in Christ's love continues. But if they're disappearing the way they do, they call it rapture, but are they really going to their judgment, do you think? To seek to be raptured for the sake of that strange person, I can't help but fear it isn't any kind of salvation at all. They're so wound up. That's all they want, isn't it? Leave them to it. Look, I hated being poor. I left my village to make my own way, and have, mostly. People who want problems solved for them, leave them. Well, granted, God's like gone too. I don't think I can dismiss all this so easily. I'm going to try and get some sleep. That Tachibana girl, she's so serious, but kind, don't you think? That young lady in red, too. She's far less formal now, but I think she's still kind at heart. So much has been happening, but I can't wait to see the village grow anew. Yes. Well, that isn't creepy. Ah! Speaking of. Oh, at last. What? At last, I behold her face. Wait, please. Please let's be together a bit longer. Please, I can't. Nothing remains for me here on God's earth. Let the will of the saints be with me as I hasten to the door of the 1,000-year kingdom. Dear! Please, wait! I'll come too! What? Sounds like something's happened. Is something going on? Miss Tachibana, Ron is, well, he'd like to see you at the Ando house immediately. I've been with him my entire life. Marriage may have started with him bedridden, but without him, life has no meaning. Must I just wait for the saint to come again, then? If I miss this chance, I'll have to spend centuries waiting to join his side again? Better then that I go now. I am happy. We will be together. Death will not part us. Called it. No! It seems the husband of this family was taken by the saint, and the wife followed. Why? Why? She didn't have to die now, did she? Please, don't ask me. Crossy will hold the funeral mass. Ando's body will be buried, but she'll persist here as one of the dead. She'll probably depart her body tonight and continue existing as she was. But, no! But, in the word of Christ, suicide is... Those who commit suicide here persist and wait for the saint, like anyone else. Even the living choosing death. So, keep a constant eye on the villagers. Yes. I could care less if the dead start disappearing, but the living? All this effort to revitalize the village, all our attempts to modernize will be in vain. Seems we need to rid ourselves of the saint. Investigate the saint? Worried, chaotic, awaiting the day of rapture. What's up, Esclario? Hey, did you hear about the Andos? Yeah. Suicide. That's a bit much, isn't it? But when will the saint come next? Are we all going to have to wait until then? My life took her life too. Maybe I should... Waiting? Dying? Have any of you ever tried living for once? You gotta die someday one way or another, so what's the damn hurry? Why not try living? Echo. Look, outside this village, you cork it, that's it, you're done. Getting along at least on life if you die here sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. Yeah, wait, what? If you die outside, you're done? The saint doesn't come for you? If the saint stopped coming to the village, we would remain dead forever? No, think about it. You wouldn't even be one of the dead. You'd just be gone. Hey, should we really change the village? What if all of this stains us somehow? Death is the end? That can't... What do we do? Oh, dear saint, save us! Save us! Fuckers. What? Well, that didn't go like I thought. One for Daddy, 2 for Mommy, 3 for the crane. Oh, here, let me go get it. Not a good idea, miss. That cave's a maze as twisty as a snake. Nobody's managed to find the river's ending there. Unless you go too deep, you'll come back. Aw, that ball's important. Don't let it bother you, kiddo. Here, you want a fish? Fishing's great. Would you like a bun? Thanks. I bet heaven has a lot of really bouncy balls, huh? Yes, I believe it does. Or they just have one of the dead go in. I mean, what are they gonna worry about? At the village. You don't become dead. Hey, you. For crying out. What is this? Are these people really so dependent on this idea of what happens when they die? They're just scared. What we take for granted outside the village is alien to them. The living want to die, the dead want to, I don't know, vanish. That's the work of a damn witch, not a saint. Nobody needs that. Gotta get rid of her. That might be what's needed. Such heresy. Did Ronan order you to do this? Yes. He told me to keep an eye on everyone else to make sure nobody did anything foolish. Aren't you, worried like everyone else is? I am, for sure. I never known Jiran to be wrong, though, so... Sure, he's your boss, right? It's not just that. Jiran's done a good job running the village recently. Still, I do wonder what the chief thinks of all this. Wait, the village chief? I've wondered, is Jiran's father still alive? No, he's one of the dead, but he's still in the house. He keeps his bed, though. I see. I had no idea. Jiran never said anything. So he was hiding it. Well, if you're willing to interpret, let's go interrogate the old geezer. Just making sure I'm not missing anything in the journal. I just don't think she had to kill herself. Yes, yes. I know they were very close, but... Yes, yes. Hey, let's go already. Okay. Thank you for listening, as always, and thank you for the buns. I'll come again tomorrow. Yes, yes. Okay, so earlier you mentioned something about Sanguis Screws being written here, right? Oh yes, the bit of Latin written on the statue. But, Echo, you weren't here for that. Details. Hey, can I see your journal for a sec? Well, okay, here. Something's been bugging me. Both the Crane Wife and the Sailor described as arriving during similar famines. The Crane Wife left her skull as the Crane Stone, and no villager ever leaves the village. No visitor ever leaves the village. So, Crane's blood. Aw, crap. We need to go talk to the chief right now before Jiran finds us. What? Echo, it's not really okay to trespass. We have way bigger concerns right now. Find the chief. I don't. Ah! A corpse? No corpse am I. To you, waters from afar, I say, I am the head of Daosu village. So you're, nice to meet you. Why do you, have a towel on your face? It's my funerary shroud that shocks you, of course. My flesh and blood see not to the eyes, so in accordance with the law of the outside, he holds above all. I rid myself as a corpse, I've written myself as the corpse the world says I must be. I await the coming of the day of judgment. Huh? Let me guess. The village chief is right here. So if you can hear me, Chief, what's the deal with the Crane Stone and the Saint? Where's Joan hiding? Joan suffers the iniquity of his fathers. The calf he sees on our altar. This is why he seeks the world so. Is coming of the Saint a blessing or a curse? If this be your question, no judgment do I have for you. I can now only trust myself to the flow of the river of the village's fate. What exactly are you doing? That is, Miss Tachibana, it seems you've fallen under the sway of our thief. I'm not a thief. Joan, these are my guests. Bring tea. I wasn't speaking to you. Joan, these are my guests. Bring tea. Joan, your father's speaking to you. He and I will speak later. Hmm? Wait. Joan, your father's right here. You can't see or hear him, can you? Let's talk elsewhere. I was getting nervous around my father, even though well, precisely because I can't see him. As you've likely guessed, I do not hold to the village's faith. Father and I have never seen eye to eye, but there's more to it than that. This village has a history of shame. Bum bum bum. Allow me to show you a puppet show. One year, long ago, a Christian girl fleeing the pogroms came to this village. That same year, a terrible famine struck the village. The girl shared the food she had with everyone. The thankful villagers began to venerate her, calling her a messenger of God, a distinguished guest. But of course, the food the girl brought ran out. The village once again began to starve. The villagers, usually so kind, found themselves in ever more dire straits. Eventually, a rumor began to circulate that the girl was no messenger, but a servant of the devil. The villagers, pushed to the uttermost edge of desperation, committed a terrible crime. The girl was killed, and once again helped to alleviate the famine. If you don't say. Oh my. Is that why no visitor leaves the village? Well, they sure are right about nobody leaving the village. And as you may guess, this tragedy relates to the worship of the saint. We should continue this at the church, with Kurosu present. As it happened, the village chief of the time fell in love with the girl, and went to see her often. Unable to hold back the madness of his fellows, however, he simply watched her be eaten. And the next autumn, the villagers began to feel guilty about what had befallen the girl. Some turn to our pre-Christian legends, speaking of her as an avatar of the crane. Some others kept believing she was a messenger of God, who willingly gave up her flesh for their sake. And that was the beginning of our peculiar faith, wasn't it, Kurosu? I never imagined this would be the truth behind the legends I collected. Well, that might not bring in tourists quite as much, or, well, it might bring in a different kind of tourist. The village chief of that time used the newfound faith to control the village. The Christian faith of this village thus transformed into a new, different religion. Only the Daiusu family knows the truth. I myself heard it from Juan. So, let me guess. You guys really don't know where the Cranestone hairpin is, do you? The thing you speak of refers to her blood-stained bones. There's a story about him turning one such bone into a hairpin as a keepsake, but there's no such thing in my family. I swear it's true. It's useless. There's so much I don't understand myself. However, as someone charged with guiding this village, I want to save it. In order for us to escape this absurd delusion, I have to modernize us. I want to banish this saint from the village. I should have done it at the start. Miss Tachibana, Kurosu, and you, since you're about, I suppose. I'd like your help in this. Don't tell the villagers. Peoples, pray, your roles are changed. I live this unending dream. Fate turns out, and the people of the feast, their innocent children, will fuel me. Deeper and deeper, grasp now, children, toward this vessel waiting to be filled. Who wrote that, I wonder? A hairpin made of human bones? Is it really that valuable? So, put all together, this means the girl who got eaten is coming to the village as a saint? Why the hell would she want to save these people then? Because maybe she wants to thank them for worshipping her? Maybe? Ugh. If I were her, I could give two rats' butts about being worshipped. Thanks. Hmm? Isn't that the bun making man? Wait, no! Wait, where are you going this late? You're the girl who came here to help the village long ago, right? Then why are you doing this? Do you really send the dead to heaven this way? Don't know. Hmm? Huh. Some saint, huh? Back off, bitch. Stop, please! I still have so much to talk to him about. So many buns to eat. He's told me so much about Daiusu, and please, just let... No, sir! Oh. Glory to Deus! Glory to the Holy Bird! Salvation for we poor lambs! White Village of God. Your new home, and that one sole voice. Curing me of my loneliness. I dreamed that together we might live. Darkened, darkened that midnight. When all is one, they surrendered themselves. Deeper, deeper, smashed apart as plates made of bone, and the blood is wine. Deeper. Sunken. Faith of the people has changed my role. Now I live on in this unending dream. Turned has the world, now the people of the feast. Have their innocent heirs become the feast. Deeper, deeper, grasping out into their empty sanctuary. Circling, circling, swirling fate. Purity, sanctity, and salvation. Deeper, 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 come we now. Circling, 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 swirling fate. Well, that explains quite a bit of that. Oh. You're still here. Little watcher. Do you intend to simply continue watching? He's the village chief that fell in love with her. And only watched by as they killed her. The end of chapter 3. I'm happy I've been feeling better lately. Jordan gave me a ball. It's a good ball. I can play a lot of bounce ball now. It's more fun to play with everyone though. Joan Krosu, thank you. You're my best friends as of 20 years ago. And now we have signs. But where do we go from here?